My mom kept insisting I have developmental disorders, so I handed her the controller. So my mom has this thing where she thinks she's basically a doctor because she watches medical shows and reads stuff online. Ever since I was like 14, she'd been telling me I had ADHD, autism, you name it. Anytime I did something she didn't like, boom, it was because of my disorders. Like if I forgot to take out the trash, she'd be like, this is classic ADHD behavior. If I didn't want to go to some family dinner with her weird cousins, suddenly I was showing signs of autism because I can't handle social situations. It drove me absolutely nuts. The worst part was, she'd bring it up in front of other people. At my uncle's birthday party, she literally told his girlfriend that I struggle with focus issues when I didn't want to sit through some boring slideshow about their vacation. I wanted to disappear. She kept threatening to take me to get properly diagnosed, but never actually did it. She just used it as an excuse whenever I acted like a normal teenager who didn't want to do chores or hang out with adults talking about mortgage rates for 3 hours. Fast forward to last month. I'm 18 now, and pretty good at this racing game called Gran Turismo. Like really good. I've been playing for years and can nail these crazy courses that most people crash on immediately. My friends always joke that I should go pro or something. So I'm in my room playing, trying to beat this super hard time trial, when my mom barges in without knocking. She starts going off about how I've been playing for 2 hours, and how this is obsessive behavior, and definitely ADHD hyperfocus, and blah blah blah. Then she says the thing that made me snap. She goes, "No wonder you can't concentrate on anything important. Your brain is clearly wired wrong. Normal people don't sit there twitching their fingers for hours." Twitching my fingers, like I'm some kind of broken robot. I paused the game, turned around, and looked her dead in the eye. "You really think my brain doesn't work right? Honey, I'm just saying you clearly have some processing issues. It's nothing to be ashamed of." That's when I got the idea. I stood up and handed her my controller. "Okay, show me how a normal brain does it." She looked confused. "What? You said normal people don't do this. So show me. Beat this time trial with your normal brain." She tried to brush it off, but I wasn't letting it go. "Come on, Mom. You keep saying there's something wrong with how I think. Prove that your way is better." She actually sat down and took the controller. I kid you not. She crashed the car before even making it to the first turn. Not like a little fender bender. I'm talking full-speed wall collision. Car flipping through the air. Complete disaster. "This is stupid," she said, trying to hand it back. "Nope. You said I have focus problems. You said my brain doesn't work right. So show me how someone without disorders does it." For the next 20 minutes, I watched my mom fail spectacularly at something I could do with my eyes closed. She kept hitting the wrong buttons, couldn't figure out the steering, and got so frustrated she started cursing at the TV. The best part was when she finally managed to complete 1 lap. Not even close to a good time, just finished without crashing, and she was sweating and breathing heavy like she'd just run a marathon. "There," she panted. "I did it." I pulled up the leaderboard on my phone and showed her. "Mom, you just got a time that puts you in the bottom 2% of all players worldwide. My broken brain consistently scores in the top 5%. Her face went completely red. "But here's the thing," I continued. "I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you have some kind of disorder because you're bad at this. Maybe you just haven't practiced. Maybe it's not your thing. Maybe you're stressed about other stuff. Maybe you need glasses. There could be a million reasons that have nothing to do with your brain being defective." She sat there for a minute, staring at the controller in her hands. "The difference is," I said, "when you struggle with something, I don't immediately assume something's wrong with you and start diagnosing you with medical conditions I read about online. That was 3 weeks ago." She hasn't mentioned ADHD or autism or any other disorder since. She even apologized last week and admitted she'd been maybe too quick to label things.